Hi guys, I'm just here with Alistair. Alistair's one of our patients. He's getting seen by Gavin. Just asked him to come in for a very quick chat and give us a bit of feedback as to how his sessions have been going. So hi Ali.
How you doing, mate?
I just want you to think back to before you came to see us. How long did it take you before making that decision?
Years, in honesty. So I've been suffering with mild back pain and discomfort for a number of years. So yeah.
Okay, so why did you feel as though you had to wait that long? As in, did you have any particular obstacle in the way of actually coming and see a physio?
I didn't really feel that I had to wait a particular length of time, or I wasn't facing any obstacles. It was more just the fact that I'm the type of person who would probably put things like that off unless it was really serious. So I didn't actually feel that it was so serious that I had to do something about it. I suppose maybe just the inconvenience of going to see a physio, in the sense that I didn't particularly know anybody where I was living at the time that I would trust or feel comfortable with. But then it got to the stage where the discomfort in my back on the left side, from a muscular point of view, was more on a regular basis. And at that stage, I just felt like I had to do something about it.
Okay, great. You sort of touched upon it there, but would you mind telling us a little bit about your particular problem and how bad was it before you actually came in to see us?
Yeah, so for the last 5, 6, 7 years maybe, I've experienced, I would say, mild pain and muscular discomfort on the left hand side of my back, around the mid section of the back to the upper back as well. And I believe, anyway, it could be caused by a number of different things, but I think mostly because of bad posture, because for all that length of time I've had a desk job and crouched over a keyboard often, most of the day in fact, and I think the bad posture and lack of movement during the day then has caused that back pain. It could be because of other things as well earlier on, perhaps schoolboy rugby, or I had a bad neck injury when I was 17 playing rugby as well, which may have impacted something to do with my upper back, but I'd say it's more bad posture.
Okay, no problem at all. Would you say you were maybe missing out on anything before you came in to see us, so that stopped you maybe playing rugby or going to the gym as often or anything like that?
No, not necessarily missing out on anything in terms of sports activities or anything like that. It was more the fact that especially over the last 2 or 3 years, the pain and discomfort in my back became more regular from being, just intermittent.
Yeah.
And actually it was impacting me at work. So I'd actually be in pain and discomfort at work for a couple of hours, and even have to get up and leave my desk, at crucial times when I was really busy, just to go and walk around the office floor and try and relieve the pain in my back.
Right, okay.
Rather than missing out on anything, that's more what the problem was.
Okay, no problem at all. And what was your understanding of what physiotherapy would do for you before you come in to see us?
It was my understanding that physiotherapy would, through treatment, would provide me with more fluidity in my body, in terms of fluid movement in my back and my upper body generally, or my whole body in fact, as it turns out. And also just to relieve the pain and discomfort that I was experiencing, and that's why I've chosen to, for the last, I think it's 9 months now, come every few weeks for a session with Gavin.
Great. And now that you've obviously been in to see an experienced physio like Gavin, if your best friend or family member had pain and they were sort of procrastinating over going to see somebody, what would you tell them about physiotherapy and about Gavin in particular?
Well, for a start, if you're experiencing any sort of pain or discomfort, even if it's mild, but it's happening on a regular basis, then you definitely need to get it sorted out. I put it off for years, and ultimately, if I had sought out help earlier, then I would have been in a slightly different position. So there's no point putting it off. You should definitely go and get treated. The reason I didn't go earlier was because I was living abroad outside of Northern Ireland, and like I mentioned earlier, I don't know whether I felt like I could find somebody that I was comfortable with or trusted, and I've known Gavin a very long time. So that's part of the reason why I put it off. But if you have discomfort, then you should go and get it sorted out ASAP. And in terms of Gavin, I've known him a very long time, I couldn't speak highly enough about him. I think he's very experienced, very professional as well, and extremely personable. He's great crack as well, so I always have a good laugh with him because I've known him for such a long time, which makes me feel more comfortable. And one of the best things about physiotherapy with Gavin in particular is the fact that no one session is exactly the same. So even though my injury is consistent, every single time I have a session with him, he introduces a different method or a different way of looking at things or a different approach. So there's never one session that's the same, despite the injury being the same.
Brilliant, okay. And of all the things you've enjoyed about coming to see Gavin, is there anything in particular you can pick out as the best?
Just what I've mentioned, but also the fact that I just assumed that because of the pain in my back, the best way to relieve the pain was just to have a massage, which was completely mistaken. Yes, I have to admit, over the last 4 or 5 years, once every few months I've had a proper professional massage to relieve pain and symptoms of pain and discomfort in my back, and that does help to some extent. But I was naive, thinking that that's all physiotherapy would be, just a back massage to temporarily relieve the pain. But actually what Gavin has taught me is that by stimulating certain parts of the body other than my back and working the muscles in those particular areas, it can relieve the pain and discomfort that I was experiencing in my back. But on the flip side as well, he's also taught me that because of the pain and discomfort in my back, it can actually have a negative impact on some other areas of my body. So for example, in the very first session, Gavin was testing the strength in my legs, and turned out actually that whenever he pushed down on my legs when in the air and applied force, I didn't really have much resistance, and I wondered why he was doing that when the injury wasn't in my legs and it was in my back. But it actually just goes to show that because of the lack of movement in my back and the stiffness in the muscles, it was actually having an impact on other areas of my body. And now the strength in my legs and resistance has definitely improved, but also that's from lifting weights and in the gym as well, and other exercises.
Brilliant. So just the last question, Alex, is what was the number one thing you wanted to achieve by coming in to see us, and did we help you to achieve that?
Number one thing was just to understand how I could improve the injury in terms of relieving pain and discomfort, and trying different methods and approaches rather than just a simple back massage to achieve that. So that has been achieved, and now 9 months on after visiting every few weeks, I can definitely say that my back is in a better shape, and I have less pain and discomfort, barely any in fact, compared to the last 5-6 years, so definitely, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, well listen, that was it. Thanks very much for taking the time to come and chat with me, and I look forward to seeing you about.
Cheers.